Right, going live. Beautiful, beautiful view. Right, let's get rid of that ting. Oh, that sort of shows the other view there. Right. Hi everyone. Going live from the River Avon. This aqueduct, beautiful aqueduct. Look, this, what a view. What a view. Let's have a wee look. Wow. Look at that.
It's lovely, isn't it?
There we go.
Here, over there.
Look. Come, let's walk a bit further down. You see them with Big Dill. Big Dill in the house. There we go. Right, I'm just going to give you a little bit of a panoramic view before you get our ugly mugs on board. Beautiful countryside. So I don't know whether we're in Gloucestershire or Wiltshire or Somerset, and we've sort of lost count of the counties we've been through. Beautiful part of the world. Right, here we go. We made it. Right, so here we go. Right, Dill, let's do our a little swap around here. Right, do my hair, just my hair. Right, so Dill, we made it.
We made it.
You know, I done 180 miles or something like that. It's gone a bit longer than the estimated 175 or something, so we're still not fully there. And some updates for you. Just Giving, I put a post out this morning, have shut down the site despite numerous representations. They've had all the evidence given to them. They've had the charity details, they've had the percentage going to charity, they've had links to who I am, my website, they've had a breakdown of logistical issues, equipment matters, and this lady who's responding to people, she's actually lying. She's actually giving different accounts to different people, and now she's blaming the fact that too many people have contacted her for the reason for shutting it down. So that, you know, that's a personal issue. That shouldn't be a professional issue. You know, the fact that we've got on her nerves because she's agreed to listen to tossers rather than, you know, what we're doing, decent people, is neither here nor there. So it looks like she has thrown her teddy well and truly into the corner. I've been informed that with an application, I've been given the details of it, that I make to them, they have to disclose who's made the complaints. So we're hopefully going to get disclosure of who has been making these complaints. So there will be a massive naming and shaming. Now let's bear this in mind. That's money that could have gone to a charity to keep kids away from knife crime that's being run by ex-gangsters. So, you know, they're not going to be happy with any of this. The charity's not going to be happy. So I'm going to be going and interviewing a couple of these guys as well and seeing what their views on this are. And I am going to be posting details of who, when I get it, who has put the complaints in, and they will be publicly named and shamed. And I will also then, if they're linked to any other trolling, we'll be passing their details on to the ongoing police complaint that we've got, which has named quite a few of these trolls now. And I've actually been submitting exhibits which have been screenshots of messages put out and all that. There is a little collective of them, and they have been passed on to the police, and the police have been treating me favourably and are looking into it. So that looks like that's moving forward, and that may well end up in some action against. We might need to be over there. Not sure where the path runs here. We're sort of stuck. But so Dill, we made it anyway. Regardless of that, Darren Jeffries isn't in the right frame of mind to meet us today at Rainbow Woods. He's been triggered, and we fully respect and understand that. So Darren will be doing a live himself, and he'll be explaining his absenteeism, you know, on this, and it's fully understanded, 100% respected. You know, Darren's our pal, and we keep in good contact with Darren. We've got well-wishers meeting us at the Woods today, quite a few people, which will be absolutely fantastic. And, you know, Dill, this is sort of an end of an era, really, for us, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And I put on the post, you know, it's been a walk, really, of heartache and emotion, and it is. It's such a shame that that these groups and these campaigns, they never really survive, and it is a shame. And I mean,
Yeah, it just happens from within.
So it will be the end of this sort of work for myself and Dylan. We're going to be moving on to other stuff. It's linked to the child abuse, but it won't be on the Facebook forum. I'll still be doing 1 or 2 podcasts because there's people that want to still want to give their story out, and I've always agreed to do that, to give the voice to the voiceless. But like I said, you do get the vexation come up, and these reports challenge these people, challenge them, because they are very, very spineless individuals, and I mean, I really would like. There's one particular person I really would like to sort of name and shame, but like I said, I've had legal advice not to do it. So that when that has come through, that means that this stuff hopefully will end up in a law court, and these people will be held accountable for counts of harassment. So I'm happy with that. But so
Bit of nut went down there.
we've got the big push now, Dill, last few miles.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's been all going on the legs, hasn't it?
It has. We smashed it yesterday, but we feel it now on the feet and the legs.
But the comments are coming up. They're very supportive, and like Greek George just said, new battles, and there'll be new battles. But I have learnt so much in these last couple of years about social media. I have, and I would say to people, get away from it. Get away from social media. It is absolutely a cesspit. It really is. It really, really is. And let's hope the government listen to us. We need to start making private members' bill through Parliament, and making these people work for us. We need to do it. But someone said we look tired. Well, we are tired. We've walked nearly 200 flipping miles. Yes, we're tired. And we haven't had support crews. We've been carrying our backpacks and all that, which have been,
Well, it's nearly a marathon a day for nearly a week.
Yep, substantial amount of weight in there. Poor little Millie has had to go back. She's her little legs. Millie has done more to expose this than all these trolls. What have they done? They've done absolutely nothing. That little dog has done so much. So we've got nothing to be ashamed of. We've done our best, but I am not putting myself or my family or my friends through any more of this, and I'm not. I'm really not. Someone else can come forward and do it, but there will be another way. There will be another way. But lessons learned. Dill.
Lessons learned, John.
Right, lesson. Well, let's have a little walk down here. Let's have a little
I think
wander.
what we could do actually is go down under, flip the other side. So
Yeah, this is.
look down here. This has been a
Look.
familiar sight, isn't it?
Let's have a little look here. How do we do it? We're just trying to work out our next move. So you're here,
This is next to the
right here. Oh no, look. We're here. Well, oh yeah, we've got to go down and under.
back over, and then you come up by that tea shop.
Oh, the tea shop with justice.
The number 10
Right.
tea garden.
Is it? Would you say
Train
it's
station down there?
That's a. What does it say? Hang on.
No, it's over here. Look.
Right, so we've got to go.
Over here, look.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got a path down there, John.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit tricky here.
Down there, look. Go under.
Oh yeah, we've got to go on.
Number 10
But
tea room.
honestly, Bradford upon Avon we are. What an absolutely beautiful part of the world. So we've gone from the River Thames. We've got a massive backdrop there. River Thames, all the way across the country on the canal. Fantastic, these canals. Absolutely
They're amazing,
unbelievable.
aren't they? This aqueduct's beautiful.
You've
as
got
well.
an aqueduct, and I would say one of the most scenic routes that we walked. We've done the industrial north. We left London. London is pretty bland,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Some bits were a little bit barren as well coming through this. Nice, not ugly,
Yeah.
but just the same. But I was so impressed with the locks yesterday.
Oh yeah. We
Flight
did
locks. What's that
the
called
flight. Something I don't know, hill flight, which was in just outside Devices. What a beautiful message from Mike Veal, the former Chief Constable. He wishes us all the best of luck He unfortunately, due to work, couldn't be with us, but we're meeting him at another time, so that would have been lovely to have met up with Mike, Big Mike Veal, but he just couldn't make it, which is a shame. So anyway, so we met Bernadette. We've heard again the same stories are coming out, and it's just heartbreaking. And this all went on, even her neighbours didn't know. They all thought her dad was a lovely man and her mum was just a hard-working, let's have a little. Beautiful. So there's the aqueduct we just come through. This is this in the summer must be absolutely glorious.
Yeah.
So it's absolutely beautiful.
That beer garden.
And you've got a railway line over there. Honestly, God, what a good part. People knock this country, but there's so many beautiful people. There really are. And we want to discuss something when we get up. I think it's important. We just get up here, we get away from people, and it's about people. Ooh, we doubled it up yesterday. Old Dill's on a run, ex-para, you see. He had me running yesterday. He's what they call a long dog. Right, up we go. Flipping hell, man. But it's good exercise, good for the soul. Want to discuss something, so viewing figures are, and again the viewing figures are dropped, which is another sign. People are getting bored of what Johnny Way just had to say. Let's come round a minute. Just want you to get this. Get me breath. Right, we're going to be, I don't know where we're going, following this beautiful canal. Right, what we're seeing now, hello, now, right, let me turn around. There is this paranoia, which must be a national, maybe a global thing. Right, when we walked to Manchester, we had the tiny little, especially the Coventry Canal, tiny little footpath, and we were walking along, and people, you brush shoulders with someone, be like that, a bit of body-to-body contact, and there'd be a little bit of pleasantries. Now, this COVID has screwed people's intelligence, and they jump out the way. They run out the way. One woman went past on a bike like that. One guy held his breath, so we deliberately walked slow and near to him. He pushed himself so far into the hedge, he was basically in the next field, and he was holding his breath. And we were outside in the fresh air. A mate of mine has just been shown as COVID positive. He rang up, he was going to come along for a day, and he fell ill. He was sick for a day. He tested positive. He was up and running the next day. So it's, this is the killer. But I'm telling you now, you can't go into a pub. They want you to wear masks, and then you take your thing off to have a swig of beer, and then put it back. They're insistent on it. We won't wear masks. We've refused totally to wear masks with cab drivers. We're just not doing it, right? And people's mentality, and it's not the minority doing it. This is the majority of people, and a lot of them are like white, middle-class English people walking along these canals, so-called intelligent people, and they are pushing themselves, honestly, straight out the way and standing with a look of abject fear in their face. That has been so heartbreaking to see that they won't believe that Ted Heath was a paedophile. They won't believe that Leon Britton abused children. I've had women, she worked for the Guardian newspaper, and I told her what I knew about Leon Britton. She went, no, he was Home Secretary, how could that happen? Total and utter twist, cognitive twist, right? But they will believe this crap. They've totally bought it. They will not believe that our royal family have had any links to paedophilia, the entertainment has any links, the political forum has any links to paedophilia. They won't believe that, but they'll believe that this little virus that comes out at 10 o'clock at night, right, that sort of doesn't go past Perspex or anything like that, but it goes elsewhere in restaurants, but it won't go into a coffee shop, but it will go into a florist, and all this craziness, holes in the story and the narrative like a colander. They will 100% believe that, but they won't believe that our politicians were pedos, members of our royal family were pedos, celebrities were pedos. It's just, oh man. Oh, well, you know, power to all those truth seekers, because you've got an uphill struggle. You really have. You know, so we're handing over the baton now to you, and I hope you have a better luck than we had, because this is madness. And we did have someone come to us the other day who was been a lifetime campaigner against satanic ritual abuse, and said, you chaps have done more to push the narrative about the existence of SRA than anyone has. So of that, we are truly proud. We are truly proud that we've done that, you know. But I'm sorry if I keep going on about this, but it's as you clearly see, it has upset me, and to think that money could have gone to that charity, anti-knife charity. And the last time when I sent money to Chris Lambriano for the lay community, these trolls rang up the lay community and said John Wedge is a fraudster. They rung up the Swinton Lock, which dealt with so many kids that have been used in trafficking gangs in Rotherham, and they contacted them. You know, this is what they do. We really need to get a grip of these people and see who they are, because someone else can deal with them now. It's just horrible, and I didn't want to put the full details of this charity instantly on there, because they'd get attacked as well, and this is what happens, you know, this is what happens. But we're going to go to Rainbow Woods shortly. We're going to do a live, and then that will be a little goodbye, you know, and we're doing it for all those kids that survived 3 ways care home, and not many did. It looks like, from what Darren said, it had an 80% kill rate, that place. And if you remember what Darren said, that there was a magistrate that sent him there was his abuser. The Crown Court judge that sentenced him for his armed robberies was his abuser. You know, someone high up in the Anglican Church was his abuser. And there's someone else we can't name who was his abuser, and this other person we can't name has been mentioned to me on more than 2 occasions. And Special Branch would have known, and so would the intelligence services. Yet nothing is done. And poor Darren has had to rely on the likes of the John Wedger Foundation to get his story out, where the national papers and the police failed to do anything. So we're going to go there, and hopefully people will pass the video on, and more survivors of this wretched, sexually abusive cesspit can come forward, join a survivors group, and sue the arse out of Avon and Somerset County Council or whoever sent them there, and at least get some financial recompense for the abuse they've endured. You know, let's hope so. Right, so someone said something about COVID. Sorry, I couldn't read all that. If you send more than a sentence, I won't be able to read it. So here we are, this beautiful canal. You know, we're nearly there now. So we've had a lovely week, a hard week. We've seen the changing countryside as we went. You know, walking the old trade routes. You know, Britain really is a beautiful place, isn't it, when you get out?
Yeah, this canal system is amazing as well.
And also, right, this is free. Well, if you've got to stay over and feed yourself, it's not, obviously. obs, but obs.
Oh,
But you know, we have Millie, and all these people have. You've got this. This is good for your mental health. It's good for your fitness. There's not a placebo for this. You know, the doctor can't prescribe this, and they don't need to. It's free. And
what? Fresh air, exercise,
you know,
water.
used to see it in the police go around houses, and they got dogs, and there's dog shite in the front room, and the dogs weed everywhere, and they ain't walked here. And when dogs have got long nails, it means they haven't been walked. And like little Millie, she has come along, you know, throughout this last 2-year campaign, Little Mill, you know, and that dog has walked 400 miles to highlight, you know, this campaign. That little dog, you know, God bless little Millie for that, you know, and been quite iconic as a, you know, a little symbol against paedophilia, Millie, because she bit one. Let's not forget that. She had a.
That's the low point of this
Yeah, that Millie hasn't sort of
Yet.
destroyed more pedos. But we got a nice little group meeting us, Rainbow Woods. Got some ex-veterans there, and we got a lot of campaigners. We got a couple of ex-old Bill meeting us, so which is good. I like that. First time, which is you know, going to be great really. Join us in a little walk, and we got a few survivors going to be there as well. So it's going to be nice. Going to be absolutely lovely. So thank you to everyone. Please, I put a post on with the name of this manager for Just Giving. She is lying. She changes her narrative like she changes her underwear, and she's let her emotion get in the way of her professionalism. She's made it personal instead of professional, and hopefully we will be taking this above her head. She clearly can't be relied on to make a decision. She really is in the wrong place to be a manager, and so we will be getting disclosure 100%, no, not 100%, but I'll 100% try to get disclosure, but it looks like it might be a guaranteed of who the complainants are, and they will be named and shamed, and I will be posting it on there. So, and I think that is my civil duty to do that, you know, because there is no reason for anyone to have done that, none whatsoever. Right. So anyway, until we get to Rainbow Woods, this will be it. And any last parting words, Dylan?
Not really a man of many words on this one, really.
Yeah.
No, just pass the baton on. Up and coming.
And watch this space, eh? Watch this space. And we will be doing a little bit of work with Billy Maloney. That's something that is planned. But again, that will be. That'll be.
Well, it's been good.
Please don't give up the fight. Listen, I'm not. It's not. It's oh god, the battery running out. It's not my giving up. Really, that's going to cause problems, and it isn't. I'm not giving up. It's those who do sod all that have given up. You know, there's too many people that have done nothing, and too many people attack those that do something, and I just can't be put in that environment anymore. I just don't want it anymore. It's time for me to move on now. It's time for me to hang up my hat and move on. It's been a very painful journey. I've had my whole life splashed online. I've had all sorts go on. You know, they've complained to the HMRC about me. They've Dill duck feeding there. Dylan's Ducks. The Dylan's Ducks Clubs, the DDC. You know.
Welcome.
I want to thank everyone who gave me the platform. I want to thank Brian Gerrish for starting really the publicity, and Brian Gerrish for what he did. Pretty much saved me, to be honest. I must admit. I don't need to say thank you to Billy because he's such a good mate. You don't need no thanking. I want to thanks to the independent broadcasters, podcasters like Lou Collins, and so many others who have been there throughout. I want to thank them. I want to thank those lovely people I've met. I want to thank the beach home teams, Big Bad Alan Merritt. I want to thank the brave survivors that have come forward, the Jennies, the Jeanettes, the Jens, the Darrens. There's so many, you know. I want to thank them for having the fortitude and the decency in speaking out. You know, that will always be imprinted on my heart. Those lovely people that have helped, a lovely lady called Alison who helped with transport, Tony Sweeney, brilliant, Tony and his gang. So honestly, lovely people. Right, we're nearly done. My battery's running down anyway, so I better go. All right. So, but thank you and God bless.